twists and unsolved puzzles, then mystery movies are the perfect gateway to a world where nothing is quite as it seems. The mystery genre has fascinated audiences for decades by masterfully weaving suspense, intrigue, and unexpected revelations into stories that challenge your perception and keep you guessing until the very last frame. From shadowy detectives piecing together clues to ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances, these films captivate the imagination by inviting viewers to solve the puzzle alongside the characters. What makes mystery movies so irresistible is their ability to blend storytelling with intellectual challenge. Every detail counts. Every glance could hold a secret, and every character might be hiding more than meets the eye. Whether it's a classic whodunit or a psychological thriller with a twist, mystery movies tap into our natural curiosity and love for uncovering hidden truths. In this countdown, we'll dive into 10 of the most gripping mystery films that have left audiences spellbound with their clever plots, unforgettable twists, and lasting impact. Each movie not only entertains, but also invites you to unravel its secrets, making it a must-watch for any fan of the genre. Starting off our list is 1995, directed by David Fincher, a film that has become a benchmark for dark, atmospheric mystery thrillers. The story follows two detectives, played by Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, who are tracking a serial killer whose crimes are based on the 7 deadly sins. What makes Seven a must-watch is its unrelenting tension and haunting portrayal of a city consumed by evil, combined with a shocking finale that redefined what audiences expected from the genre. The film's gritty visuals and the relentless pace pull you deep into a grim world where every clue inches you closer to an unforgettable, jaw-dropping conclusion. Without giving anything away, this movie doesn't just tease your curiosity, it grips your emotions, leaving a lasting impression long after the credits roll. Seven perfectly blends a classic detective story with psychological horror, making it an essential experience for anyone who loves mysteries that are as chilling as they are clever. Next on the list is Gone Girl 2014, directed by David Fincher once again. This film takes mystery to a whole new level with its psychological twists and deeply flawed characters. The plot centers on the sudden disappearance of Amy Dunn, played by Rosamund Pike, and the media frenzy that ensues around her husband Nick, portrayed by Ben Affleck, who quickly becomes the prime suspect. What sets Gone Girl apart is its masterful exploration of deception and the dark undercurrents of relationships, keeping viewers constantly questioning what's real and what's fabricated. The storytelling cleverly flips perspectives, revealing layers of secrets and lies that make every new revelation more shocking than the last. With a sharp screenplay and powerhouse performances, Gone Girl is a gripping and disturbing mystery that explores how appearances can be deceiving. It's a must-watch for those who enjoy mysteries with psychological depth and a twisty narrative that challenges your assumptions until the very end. Coming in at number 3 is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo 2011, directed by David Fincher, completing a rare trilogy of masterpieces by the same director on our list. This film is an adaptation of Stieg Larsson's best-selling novel, and it dives into a chilling mystery involving the disappearance of a young woman from a wealthy family decades earlier. The story pairs a journalist, played by Daniel Craig, with the brilliant but troubled hacker Lisbeth Salander, portrayed by Rooney Mara. What makes this movie stand out is its intricate plot that expertly combines investigative journalism with dark family secrets and deep psychological scars. The chemistry between the leads adds an emotional weight to the suspenseful hunt for truth, while the film's cold, moody atmosphere perfectly suits the complex and often dangerous world it portrays. The narrative unfolds methodically but never loses its gripping momentum, leading to a satisfying resolution that balances justice with the harsh realities the characters face. For fans of mystery thrillers that are both intellectually engaging and emotionally resonant, this film is an unforgettable journey. At number 4, we have Shutter Island 2010, directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Leonardo DiCaprio in one of his most intense roles. This psychological mystery thriller takes you on a haunting journey as to U.S. Marshals investigate the disappearance of a patient from a remote mental institution located on a fog-shrouded island. What makes Shutter Island a must-watch is its masterful use of atmosphere and mind-bending twists that slowly unravel the truth in layers. The film expertly blends suspense with psychological horror, making you question what's real and what's a product of the characters' fractured minds. With Scorsese's signature storytelling style and DiCaprio's powerful performance, Shutter Island grips you from start to finish, delivering shocking revelations that will leave you thinking long after the movie ends. It's a mystery that explores trauma, memory, and the limits of sanity, perfect for anyone who loves a cinematic puzzle wrapped in dark, emotional complexity. Coming in at number 5 is Prisoners 2013, directed by Denis Villeneuve, a gripping thriller that explores how far a parent will go to protect their child. The story revolves around the mysterious disappearance of 2 young girls in a quiet suburban neighborhood, and the desperate search that follows. Hugh Jackman plays a father pushed to the edge, while Jake Gyllenhaal portrays the detective assigned to the case. What makes Prisoners a must-watch is its intense, emotional depth combined with a labyrinthine plot full of unexpected twists and moral dilemmas. The film skillfully balances suspense with profound questions about justice, guilt, and desperation. Every character seems to hide secrets, and the tension builds relentlessly, making it impossible to look away. With its dark tone, brilliant performances, and an ending that keeps you guessing, Prisoners stands out as a powerful mystery that challenges your ideas of right and wrong. At number 6, we have Zodiac 2007, another brilliant film by David Fincher that delves into one of America's most infamous unsolved mysteries, the Zodiac Killer. This movie follows a group of journalists and detectives obsessively trying to crack the code of a serial killer who taunted the police with cryptic messages. What makes Zodiac a must-watch is its meticulous attention to detail and its gripping portrayal of obsession and the toll it takes on those hunting the truth. Unlike many thrillers, the film focuses more on the investigation process and the real-life frustrations of pursuing justice in a case filled with dead ends and uncertainty. With strong performances from Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo, Zodiac keeps you hooked through its dense, slow-burning tension, making you feel the chilling reality that some mysteries remain unsolved. This movie is perfect for those who appreciate a procedural mystery with historical depth and psychological complexity. At number 7, we have Memento 2000, directed by Christopher Nolan, a revolutionary film that redefined the mystery genre with its unique storytelling style. The plot follows Leonard Shelby, played by Guy Pearce, a man suffering from short-term memory loss, as he desperately tries to piece together the truth behind his wife's murder. What makes Memento truly unforgettable is its backward narrative structure, which puts the audience in Leonard's shoes, experiencing the confusion and frustration of not being able to trust one's own memory. This inventive approach keeps viewers actively engaged, constantly reevaluating what they think they know about the characters and events. The film's clever use of nonlinear storytelling and its exploration of memory, identity, and revenge make it a must-watch mystery that challenges conventional narrative techniques. Memento is a puzzle box of a movie, one you'll want to watch more than once to catch all its subtle clues and twists. Number 8 on our list is The Sixth Sense, 1999, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, a movie that became a cultural phenomenon for its haunting story and unforgettable twist. The film follows a child psychologist, played by Bruce Willis, who is trying to help a young boy who claims to see and communicate with the dead. What makes The Sixth Sense a must-watch is its perfect balance of emotional depth, supernatural, mystery, and suspenseful storytelling. The atmosphere is eerie yet intimate, drawing you deeply into the characters' world and their struggles. Without revealing the iconic twist, This film masterfully builds tension and layers of meaning that completely change the way you view the story on a second watch. It's a classic mystery that explores themes of loss, healing, and the unseen, making it a timeless choice for anyone who loves mysteries that touch the heart as much as they challenge the mind. At number 9, we have Gone Baby Gone 2007. Directed by Ben Affleck, a gripping mystery drama that explores the darker corners of human nature and moral ambiguity. The story follows two private investigators hired to find a missing girl in a working-class Boston neighborhood. As the case unfolds, what seems like a straightforward kidnapping quickly becomes a complex web of secrets, lies, and difficult choices. What makes Gone Baby Gone a must-watch is its raw and realistic portrayal of how justice and right and wrong can sometimes be painfully blurred. The film challenges the audience to question what they would do in impossible situations, with a suspenseful narrative that keeps you guessing until the final moments. With strong performances and an emotionally charged storyline, this mystery film leaves a lasting impact beyond the typical thriller experience. Rounding out our list at number 10 is The Prestige 2006. Directed by Christopher Nolan, a thrilling mystery that centers around two rival magicians in Victorian-era London. As they compete to create the ultimate illusion, their obsession leads to deception, betrayal, and shocking secrets that unfold in unexpected ways. What makes The Prestige a must-watch is its intricate plot full of twists and turns that challenge the audience to question what is real and what is illusion. The film's clever narrative structure and intense performances by Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale create an atmosphere thick with suspense and mystery. Every detail matters in this tale of rivalry and sacrifice, culminating in a conclusion that leaves viewers questioning everything they've seen. It's a captivating exploration of ambition, obsession, and the cost of secrets. Perfect for mystery lovers who crave puzzles wrapped in drama. So, there you have it, 10 incredible mystery movies that will keep you on the edge of your seat, puzzling over clues and twists until the very end. Each of these films offers a unique take on the genre, from psychological thrillers and supernatural tales to gripping investigations and dark secrets. Now, the question is, which mystery movie shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. This happened last year during the big spring festival at Rohan University, known as Holly Bash. For those who don't know, Holly Bash is the campus's annual celebrations, sort of like a mini Coachella with carnival rides, food trucks, lawn games, and concerts featuring surprise headliners. The entire campus turns out for what's supposed to be the most exciting day of the year. I was a sophomore then, and, like many students, stayed out late that night. Rohan University sits in a quiet suburban area, and Glassboro generally feels safe even at 2 a.m., so when I left my friend's dorm alone to walk back to my residence hall, Chestnut Hall, I wasn't worried. What I didn't know was that earlier that night, around midnight, a group of about 10 masked people had been roaming campus, banging on doors, and riding bikes around, including near Chestnut Hall. I never saw them myself, but the situation was unsettling enough that students were posting about it online as it happened. I didn't check any of those posts. I just wanted to get back to my dorm. Around 2:30 a.m., I swiped into Chestnut Hall and headed toward the stairs when I noticed someone sitting in the lounge. That wasn't unusual. People are up at all hours in dorms, but this person was wearing a full black ski mask. Not a regular face covering like a mask for health, but a full-on ski mask. And he was just sitting there completely still and silent. I froze, trying to process what I was seeing. I had no idea why he was there, or what he wanted. Suddenly, he stood up and turned toward me in one quick motion. I didn't think. I ran down the hall and locked myself in the nearest bathroom. I stayed there for at least 5 minutes, long enough to hear the hallway grow quiet again. I didn't want to overreact, but my instincts were screaming at me. When I finally cracked the door to peek out, the hall was empty. I cautiously stepped out, hoping he had left. I didn't want to run and scare myself more, so I walked toward the other exit. That's when I saw him again. He was back in the lounge, still masked, sitting directly across the path I needed to take. His bike was propped against the door, and there was a chair wedged into the doorway, seemingly to block passage. My heart was pounding, and I pulled out the pepper spray on my keychain, not to threaten, just to have it ready. I kept my eyes on him and walked past. He didn't try to stop me or even flinch. It felt like he wanted me to see him as if scaring me was his goal. I didn't look back and left the building. Halfway down the street, toward Magnolia Avenue, I heard bikes behind me. 3 more masked riders appeared, riding close but not touching me. They heckled and laughed, though I couldn't make out what they were saying. Some waved what looked like guns, which terrified me the most. They could have been fake or airsoft guns, but it was clear they wanted to intimidate me. I ignored them as best I could and texted a friend to meet me. When he arrived, I felt much safer. Luckily, the bikers disappeared by then. I didn't call the police that night because I wasn't physically harmed, but I was scared in a way I can't fully explain. The next day, I told my mom everything, and she reported it. Later that evening, some of my guy friends texted me. Turns out they'd been approached by the same group, and a few had even been threatened with guns. No one was hurt, but campus police began taking the situation seriously. Rumors floated about who those guys were. Some thought they were local kids trying to scare students. But the fact that weapons were involved, and that they somehow got onto campus made it clear this wasn't just harmless fun. Ever since that night, I've been scared to walk alone.